of Iowa State, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster. That's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And they can't make the play on third down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Bargava. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. They'll run play action. And that one's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just run an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds us back in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Hard running there. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
At the 15, he's loose. Really nice run to get it out to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Release to the back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UCF! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the ground. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Offense in a bunch formation. Power football with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying play action. And and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Bargava. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Cyclones are marching down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Bargava.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Iowa State. Quick strike through the air for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Caught over the middle. It's Rourke. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The short hands. It's Hendricks. Makes to grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Flips it out in the flat. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Knights. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
35, Iowa State 18.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Rourke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vick. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now out close to midfield. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.